Hallo Klickenabendler, wir sind auf der Messe in Essen 2022 und sind jetzt bei BlackRock bzw. bei Catch-Up Games und haben hier eine Neuheit,
Orichalque in English, Orichalque maybe in French, but it's Orichalque is really good.
Ich habe hier Laurent neben mir und wir verwenden jetzt die englische Sprache, um das Spiel zu erklären und schauen uns mal an, um was es geht. So that's a family game or an expert game?
No, it's more an expert game than a family game. It's you have a lot of things to do. You can play with your family, they can enjoy it, but maybe for the game it's better to have gamers.
It's for 2 to 4 players?
2 to 4 players, yeah.
And it takes around an hour?
An hour or maybe less because it's a race, so it's the first to reach 5 victory points, so it can be quick. And it can be a fast game or a longer game, but 1 hour is good.
And what's the theme of the game?
The theme of the game, this is the end of Atlantis. So the king of Atlantis sent expeditions to find a new land for the people. And each player is an expedition leader. And he will try to find the new land. All right. So each player has a map in front of him, and he will try to find if he will try to build on it. He will try to capture creatures, and it will try to be the first to do this.
Okay. So let's look inside the rules how the game works.
Okay. So it's a race. It's a kind of race game. The end of the game is when one player has 5 victory points. And no creature on his board. Okay, you will have creature on in a bag there. So in order to win, you have 5 victory points. You have 5 spots there. So 5 victory points and no creature on your board, and you are the winner. Okay. There are 3 kinds of victory points. You have Orichalque medallion, like this. You have temple, the same token but on the other side. Okay, so you can put them each time you have a victory point. And you also have titans. You can put the titans here. The first 2 victory points you can build them. Okay, you can build the temple or you can build an Orichalque medallion. But for the titans you have to draw their attentions. You can't build a titan, you can buy it. So you have to draw his attention. And in order to draw the attention of a titan, you have to expend a type of terrain of 3 or more tiles. And at that moment, the titans come here.
And you can lose him again?
Of course. Oh. It's a temporary victory point. Because if someone else expends the type of terrain, you can see that each titan is associated to a type of terrain. So we have 4 types of terrain. 4 titans. So if someone else expands an area, he will get your titans too. At the start of the game, you can only have 1 titan, but there are buildings in the game that allows you to have more. That's it.
Okay. And
now on the player turn, it's really easy because on your turn you will pick a card there. And on each card, you have a tile of different shape, different size, 1, 2, or 3. The first thing you have to do is to put the tile on the board adjacent to a previous tile. Only on the field where you can put tiles, it's easy to see. So you put your tile. If there are resources, you can get them. And then you can do, but it's not mandatory, you can do this action. Okay? And then after this action, you can pay. This action is free. And you can pay to have another action with one of the 3 resources you have in the game. You have hoplites, soldiers, Orichalque, and creature that you can capture. So you can play, or you put your tile, you can do the first action, you can do a second action, it's not mandatory. And then next player. Okay? Each time you pick a card there, you slide the card, it's in the other way.
Because they're getting cheaper, of course, yeah.
Because here there's no cost. Here 1 soldier and here 2 soldier. So the last player will have less choice but cheaper cards.
Prices, yeah.
Okay. and you only fill the action board at the end of the round, when each player has played. And I think that's it. So the
how does the creature looks like?
The creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
So
see the
if
creature.
I get a creature, I have to put it on my plan as
In
well.
fact, when you put at the beginning of a game of a round, you have cards. You take tiles to put them on the card, and when there is a volcano, you put a creature on it.
Okay.
So if you take a card with a tile that has a volcano, you will have the creature too. So the creature you can.
And I can hunt them as I like, or I need an action for it?
You need an action, either an action from the card. So you have 4 actions. You have recruit to have more soldiers. You have mining to have more orichalque. You have building to build. You can build 3 things: buildings, orichalque medallion, or temples. You do one of the 3 when you have a build action. And the combat is again a creature. Each creature has a power or strength and a reward. So when you need to combat a creature, it's
You need
really
soldiers, I guess.
maybe
No?
not.
No?
So you have your creature. If you have a combat action, you can do okay. I make a combat. I roll 1 die, but I have to have to get a number equal or higher than the strength of the creature. So with 1 die,
Quite hard
it's quite
or
hard,
impossible.
but you can do it.
Yeah.
If you have the skull, you capture
He's
the
dead.
creature. Yeah,
Oh, he's got it.
it's not dead. We don't kill creature.
All right.
But if you want to have more chances to get to capture the creature, you can add hoplites
And
on
get
the die,
another die.
and get another die. So you can have 3 hoplites to try it. And here, if I sum
You
them
have
up,
more than
you have
10.
more. So I capture the creature. I get the reward, and I put the creature here. So in another turn, if I have more creature, I can spend 2 creature to have another action. So second action, I can pay with the creature or orichalque or hoplite.
All right. And to get more titans, you just build
Not that
temples?
That's temples.
Yeah, but you mentioned we can only have 1 titan.
Yeah. There are buildings
Ah.
that allows you to have more things. So you have buildings to get orichalque when you capture a creature. You have buildings to pay less for the second action and things like this.
All right. Okay. So that's a game. It takes about an hour or less,
Yeah.
and it's available in France
Essen,
and English, of course.
There are French box with English rules. Yeah. So you can buy it, and you have for the first boxes, you have a medallion.
Metal medallion.
Yeah. In the box.
Cool.
A real one.
So that's your new game this year in Essen, right?
Yeah,
From Catch
that's
Up
right,
Games.
Yeah. New game from Catch Up.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.